sports fans. In the final segment, I'm going to discuss what I'd heard about the college football playoff and what the plans are if coronavirus happens to affect it. As we know, the college football playoff is 4 teams. I believe this year they're going to go with possibly 8 teams. I'm not certain as to that, but regardless of what the number is, theoretically, if it gets down to the final 4 teams and one of the teams has a coronavirus outbreak, there will not be a team to replace that team in the college football playoff. Now, does that mean the other team wins by forfeit and gets to go to the national championship game? That is unknown right now. But I would imagine if one team isn't replaced, that is a very likely scenario. But what happens with the college national championship game is a mystery to me, because you can't have a team win a national championship by default. And as Paul Feinbaum pointed out, if you delay it too long, you're going to be well within the NFL playoffs. And as it is now, the national championship game is already occurring after the wild card games in the NFL are occurring. And he had a very good point with that, and I have no idea how college football is going to handle it. I don't even know that they have any idea for how they're going to handle that. So bear that in mind, and what happens from there, if that occurs, who knows. But I would hope it would not occur, and then we could avoid all of the mayhem, confusion, and whatever else might be attached with it. I'm hoping very much so, and I believe that they will complete this college football season. I keep reading stuff that it's on the cusp of being canceled, but I don't feel that way. I don't think for 1 minute this is as bad as baseball was. I mean, you're going to have outbreaks throughout all this. I think the Big Ten's done a heck of a job with this. The SEC's been hit a little bit harder than I think they would have liked to have been, or they could have otherwise imagined. The Pac-12's certainly been hit pretty hard as well, but I think we're going to be able to get through all of this, and I do think you're going to have a national championship game next year. Now, it may not be when it's scheduled to be, but we'll find that out. And that will do it for another episode of College Football Recap. Next week, I will preview the Wolverines and Spartans games against their respective opponents, as well as talk about the Wolverines game against Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Please note, though, that will not be on Thursday, and I'm not certain right now when I will have that. It could be before Thanksgiving, and probably will be. I will have an announcement about that as soon as I know, if at all possible. And don't forget, the Detroit Lions tomorrow will be this Saturday, where I will preview the Lions game against the Carolina Panthers. And also tonight will be in the NBA. It will be a special Sports with Ed, where I will recap the Pistons NBA draft, and I will talk a little bit about free agency. So stay tuned for that. Until then, take care. If you're on the roads, drive safely. Have a good day. Goodbye for now.